On September 12, 2018, Hurricane Florence made landfall near Wilmington, North Carolina. Catastrophic and widespread destruction followed as many homes were flooded by the storm surge, and the Category 4 winds knocked down trees and power poles across the state. The hurricane's eye wall passed directly over Wilmington, causing a path of devastation along the coast and leaving hundreds of thousands of customers without power. Upon landfall, the Gaines Oil Company Emergency Fuel Management Division was activated, bringing in over 100 fuel trucks and hundreds of support personnel from around the country to deal with the aftermath of the storm. At the peak of Hurricane Florence, there were over 250 personnel on the ground and more than 125 trucks were deployed. Throughout the recovery efforts for Florence, our teams delivered over 150,000 gallons of gas and diesel fuel. Just 1 month later, the first Category 5 hurricane to strike the United States since Hurricane Andrew in 1992 hit our country's Gulf Coast. Right on the heels of Hurricane Florence, Hurricane Michael caused devastation along its path and stretched emergency efforts to their limits. To meet the needs of local residents during the storm, we helped provide 65 fuel trucks and several high-water fueling vehicles to deliver another 75,000 gallons of fuel. Throughout these recovery efforts, Gaines Oil Company helped provide the necessary fuel to support emergency search and rescue teams and power hundreds of generators running at critical facilities across the state. Our crews fought through the flooding and dangerous conditions to refuel utility line and tree trimming crew trucks working to restore electricity to those without power. Here at GOC, it's more than just fueling trucks. It's about reaching out and helping our neighbors in need. It's about making sure community members are safe as possible. We understand how critical our fueling services are for safety and recovery efforts in the communities we're here to help. And this hurricane season will be no different. We'll monitor the weather. We'll see where our efforts are needed. From our neighbors along the East Coast and the Panhandle of Florida to those along the Gulf of Mexico, we've got you covered. Gaines Oil Company, we're here for you before, during, and after the storm.